I welcome back all the participants in this last session, that is the valedictory session of this FTP. Honorable Dean, Faculty of Engineering and Technology, Professor Parvez Mustajab Sahab, Honorable Principal, Zakir Hussain College of Engineering and Technology, Professor M.M. Sufyan Beg Sir, respected Chairman, Department of Mechanical Engineering, Professor M. Muzammil, resource persons of this FTP, and dear participants, welcome to the valedictory session of ATAL FTP, which started on 10th January 2022, that is Monday. Before we proceed, I would like to present a brief of this FTP. That this around 160 participants registered for this FTP, and we had for overall 14 sessions, engaged by 11 experts from eminent institutes like IITs and ISCs, and 2 of our experts were from industry. The first day we have eminent speaker Professor A.R. Mohanty from IIT Kharagpur. He presented a talk on past, present and future of condition monitoring. The second session was engaged by Dr. Piyush Shakya from IIT Madras, and he gave a detailed view on how to choose sensors for condition monitoring, which of course is a very important area to the one who is going to work in this domain. Then the Professor Mohanty ended the first day by presenting advances in instrumentation for machinery condition monitoring. The second day began with the talk of Professor Ashish Kedarpe from IIT Delhi, wherein he presented about bearing health monitoring from lab to field. The second session was engaged by Dr. S. Fatima. She's again from IIT Delhi, and her talk was on reliability and maintenance. The last session on day 2 was engaged by Professor V.N. Patel from CBM University, Gujarat, wherein he enlightened us about the dynamic modeling of shaft bearing system for condition monitoring. On day 3, we have our expert from IC Bangalore, a distinguished scientist, Dr. V. Bhujanga Rao, wherein he enlightened us about the importance of condition monitoring in Industry 4 environment. The second session was engaged by Professor A.K. Dadpe, wherein he presented the health monitoring of gearboxes, and the last session was by our expert from the industry, Engineer Shivnath Ram from Jindal Steel, and he shared with us the emerging trends and challenges in condition monitoring of industrial machines. On day 4, we have our first session. We had our first session on condition monitoring in rotor bearing systems integrated with active magnetic bearings. That again is a very interesting and upcoming area. And the talk was delivered by our expert from IIT Guwahati, Professor Rajiv Tiwari sir. Then the next 2 sessions were engaged by Engineer Hemant Bari from Adani Dahanu Thermal Power Station. Sir definitely has a very good experience in the area of condition monitoring, and he enlightened us about the fundamentals of phase analysis and vibration FFT spectrum analysis, followed by oil condition monitoring with case studies. Sir shared several case studies with the participants, and today, that is the last day, we had our first session on condition monitoring of gearboxes by Professor Anand Pare from IIT Indore. And towards the end of this FTP, we had a very relaxing and interesting session by Dr. Sara Javed, who is a psychologist, and the topic was on unplug to de-stress. With this, we are to end up this 5 days program, and I hope the participants, I also appreciate the interest shown by the participants by being active whole day and attending all the sessions, and I definitely hope that the participants would have benefited from this FDP. Now I request Chairman, Department of Mechanical Engineering, Professor M. Muzammil Sahab, to say a few words about this FDP.
Thank you, Sidra. Professor Parvez Mustahab Sahab, Dean Faculty of Engineering. Professor Sufyan Beg
Thank you,
Sahab,
sir.
Principal of the college. Dear participants, and of course the organizers of the program, Dr. Sidra Khanam and Mr. Atib Ahmad Khan. I'm really happy that this faculty development program has been conducted successfully by the Department of Mechanical Engineering on condition monitoring. This machinery condition monitoring is very, very important aspect as far as today's scenario is concerned. And this faculty development program was all the more important in the sense that we have had a galaxy of experts for this program. Very renowned institutes, they belong to very renowned institutes, starting from IIT, ISC, and different institute of national importance. So our participants, I hope they have learned a lot from this program, and the knowledge they have gained in this domain, they are going to use that in their future academic endeavors. So in this faculty development program, the experts have told what is the scenario in the past and what is the scenario now, in what way this domain, this area is going to flourish in this. So I really congratulate the participants that they have attended a very good program, and congratulations also to the organizers, Dr. Sidra Khanam and Mr. Atib Ahmad Khan, who have done this marvelous job and organized this program. I'm sure the participants are going to have a lot of enlightenment as far as this machinery condition monitoring is concerned. And I thank you, the participants, and thank you all for attending this absorbing faculty development program. Thank you very much.
Thank you, sir, for your encouraging words and all your support. Next, we had our address from our principal, but unfortunately, the principals, Akhiruddin College and deans, they have a meeting, so they could not join us for this session. But I also appreciate our resource persons, and I'm thankful to them that they have joined us for this valedictory session. We have with us Professor Mohanty from IIT Kharagpur. I request, sir, though we already have engaged you in the first day, and despite your busy schedule, that you're also the head of the department, you have taken time for this FDP, and I would like to address. Yes, sir, to address the audience.
Good afternoon, everybody. This afternoon, when I was going out for lunch, I saw your message. So I thought I would stop by to see how things are and how the program went. I understand from your report that it was a very successful program, and then I would congratulate you and your team, your head of the department, and everybody involved for conducting this workshop. And I'm sure the same feeling must be for the attendees as well. And I'm sorry that I could not follow up the remaining week because of our other engagements here at IIT. But as I was telling in my lecture, if the participants want any follow-up on any of the topics, they are welcome to contact you or us and anybody. And we are available to share with us the resources. So that at the end of the day, the objective of this ATAL Academy on faculty development for the country is achieved. And I'm sure you all at AMU have done a wonderful job on this. That's all I need to say. Thank you.
Thank you so much, sir. Thank you so much. Now I would ask the participants to share their feedback on this FDP. So participants, you can unmute yourself and please feel free to give your feedback on this FTP.
Very good afternoon. Could you hear me? Hello.
Yes, we can
Hello.
hear you.
Yes. I'm Professor Dr. Shankaran from Coimbatore. I'm a director and professor in the Nehru Institute of Engineering Technology, Coimbatore. I'm very happy. I'm a very old man, and 40 years back, I did recollect my days. 40 years back, we have seen only literature about this on-condition maintaining. I am a purely aerodynamic specialist. However, I enjoy the session, and very particularly for the industry associate from Monty from IIT Kharagpur. Some of the interesting fact, like the burning aspect part of it. We are all nut and bolt engineers from falls. We see to that if there is a failure of an engine failure, everything just like that, you leave it. Some cutoff inquiry will be made, and then the result will be different. But however, as present in scenario, we do only maintain, and since we buy everything from Russian, particularly high-speed aircraft, and very particularly, I had 40 years back something called soap test. I hope yesterday one gentleman, forgotten from the industry, was giving a nice explanation. I'm talking about the soap test, we call it on those days. There is nothing but spectrum oil analysis program test. We never ever just had it in the books. Very nice. On the whole, although I am from a different, area of aerodynamics, but till then we are concerned with the performance of the aero engines in flight, and you have seen most of the cases, particularly failure of the helicopter because of the rotor brake. Some doubts I asked. Anyway, I was also quite busy. However, I enjoyed, and it motivated me at the age of 64. I can very well ask my students of both undergraduate and postgraduate level to a lot of work on what I have listened all these 5 days. Thanks. Thank you very much. And thank you, the Aligarh University, for giving an opportunity to share my views. Thank you, one and all. Thank you. Thank you. Back to you, Moses.
Thank you, Professor Sankaran, and we are definitely delighted to have you as a part of this FTP. And it is really nice to have your experience, and you being so senior, you took time for this FTP. Thank you so much, sir.
Welcome. Bye.
Bye, sir. I'd again request somebody else from the participant to share their views on this FTP.
Assalamu alaikum. A very good afternoon to all. I'm Mohammad Danish from Civil Engineering Section, AMU. I would like to congratulate Dr. Sidra Khanam and Dr. Ateeb Ahmed Khan and their entire team for successfully organizing such a wonderful FTP. Though I am from the civil engineering background, but the selection of resource person was very good, and I was able to grab whatever the information, the knowledge they had to share. I enjoyed a lot during the FDP, and also during the FDP, we also got the chance to interact with the experts from reputed institutions and industry. So I'll be looking forward to join other FTPs organized by the Department of Mechanical Engineering and organized by your team. So it was very wonderful FDP, and very well organized. Thank you.
Thank you, Dr. Danish, for your views on our FTP. And I think you must have felt that this is a quite interdisciplinary or a multidisciplinary area wherein we can collaborate and apply the condition, though it was particularly for machinery, but the practices are applicable to the civil structures and electrical, those who are from electrical background. Then we all can connect from different backgrounds. That's electrical, civil, and mechanical, and then we can collaborate and utilize the knowledge and connect to the resource persons who have shared their experience in this FTP. Thank you, Dr. Danish. I'd request from the participants, particularly from the student group, that did they benefit out of it? We would like to know that what was their experience for this FTP. If anyone who is from the student category can unmute your microphone and share your views on this.
Well, good afternoon. I'm not a student. I'm an industry professional. Sorry to pitch in between because I could not hold myself. So first of all,
Most welcome, Rahul sir. And you have been very active during this entire 5 days FTP. We have been receiving your messages and your questions to the experts. We have followed them. And definitely, I'm sorry if I announced you later, but we wanted to hear the feedback from students as well as industry persons also. Yes, Rahul sir, you may please continue.
first of all, I would like to extend my congratulations to you and Atib and all the members who has participated and all the presenters to give such a wonderful training sessions, which were not means I guess not useful for just students, but people for like us also. It's a good refresher training and to see what is happening and what is going to happen in future. What are the road pathway forward? Because I work in an APM based company organization where we use AIML, digital twin, and all those things. And I'm myself a predictive specialist and reliability specialist for 11 years. I work in different organizations. So it was quite a interesting thing for me to go through all these things again and learn new things also, which are coming. And I was very much surprised with the documents and the presentations which you guys gave and the presenters gave. Means it's so detailed. Means we as a predictive analyst does not go into depth what Hemant Bari was telling yesterday, that we are not bothered about those mathematical things. But I was very much fascinated about the details and the discussions which were happening between students and presenters. So I'm very much thankful to you guys for providing these kind of courses from time and again, which is very, very useful for not only us, for each and everybody. And I guess everybody would have learned a lot during these 5 days. And big thank you to you guys. Since you have done a really commendable job. Awesome experience, seamless experience without any hiccups, conducting so many sessions, and that too on a timely basis. That is commendable job. Thanks a lot.
Thank you, Rahul sir, for your feedback, and we also enjoyed your interaction and sharing of your experience and knowledge during the sessions and as well as towards the end of this FTP. Thank you, sir.
Yeah, thanks a lot. God bless you all.
Thank you. Thanks. Anyone else from the participant? I would please request be free to share your views.
Hello, madam. I'm Lakshmi from Amrita University. I find this entire course very useful. I am from electrical background and I was actually very fascinated. Pardon? Okay.
Please carry on. The voice was from some other participants. Please carry on.
Okay. It was very informative session and all the speakers, whatever you have selected as too relevant for us, especially I haven't much knowledge about this mechanical background too much, but how they delivered actually give insight into the machine fault analysis and all. It was very wonderful. I look forward more FTPs like this in the future. And just one suggestion. I don't know how much it will be useful. Suppose if you are including some hands-on session in the coming online session, it will be more useful especially if it is an interdisciplinary area, it will be more useful how to handle or how to take the values or sensor values, how to analyze it. It will be more useful. That's all. Thank you.
Yes, ma'am. Thank you for your feedback and suggestion. Yes, definitely hands-on are very useful. But due to this COVID situation, we were not able to manage it properly. So that is why our resource persons from industry, they shared a very good experience and very vast case studies on different aspects of failure and different components of failure. I hope you might have enjoyed these sessions by all the sessions, but especially the sessions by industry experts like Engineer Hemant Padi and Engineer Shivnath Ram. So they were very informative for us, and thank you to be a part of this FTP. Thank you, ma'am. Anyone else from the participant? We would appreciate their feedback. We have few participants from the industry also. From Mobius, we had one participant.
Yeah. Hi. Hi, this is Bala. So thank you for your conducting. This is a good lecture for us to everyone participant, and it is very grateful I'm seeing. So, and it is a good bridge for whatever to lecturers to industrial persons. So I am as an industry professional, so I know that I am doing the analytics or analysis day-to-day basis, but I don't know about the background, what is happening in the previous days, means what is the back end, what is going there. But it is output we are doing analysis. So that lecturer was, it is very good for me, good for us. So it is good interaction for lecturers to industry professional and industry professional to lecturers. It is the good bridge. And yeah, that much. This is my feedback. Thank you.
Thank you, sir. Thank you to be a part of our FTP. I would like to highlight that we have participants from different domains of the country. And I mean, everyone participated very actively from, we have good amount of participation from South Delhi also. I mean, sorry, South India. And I request if we have Professor MRS Satyanarayanan here to give a feedback on our session. Okay, maybe sir is not here. Anyone else would like to willingly express their views on this? Most welcome. Okay, then if there are no feedbacks, I would hand over to the co-coordinator of this FTP, Atib Ahmed Khan, to close to present the vote of thanks and close this program.
Thank you, Dr. Sidra. Good afternoon, dear honorable dignitaries, the esteemed resource persons, participants, and all the guests present here. It's my privilege to propose a vote of thanks on behalf of my organizing team and to acknowledge the contribution of all those who worked really hard from the past few days to make this happen. And I would like to, on behalf of my department, that is the Department of Mechanical Engineering, I would like to thank respected Professor Parvez Mushtaq Saab, the Dean Faculty of Engineering and Technology, and respected Professor M.M. Sufyan Beg, Principal Zakir Hussain College of Engineering and Technology, without whom this event wouldn't have been possible. On behalf of the advisory and the organizing team of this FDP, I would like to thank respected Professor M. Muzammil Saab, Chairperson, Department of Mechanical Engineering, for his immense support, continuous guidance, and motivation. And I mean, he always motivated the young assistant professors to organize such events. And not only he motivated us, but he also throughout the FDP, he has always given the guidance which was required for us. And then on behalf of the Faculty of Engineering and Technology, I would like to thank the ATAL or the AICTE Training and Learning Program for sponsoring our FDP. And a special thanks to ATAL, wherein because of this COVID era, the modus operandi throughout the education system, or rather I should say throughout the world, has changed. But they have a vision to support and to back the universities for organizing such nice FDPs via online mode. I also thank Dr. Sidra Khanam, the coordinator of this FDP, for organizing such a nice FDP and rather choosing a very relevant topic, which is machinery condition monitoring, which was also, as pointed out by our Dean Sir in the inaugural session, that it was also the need of the hour. Then I would like to thank and show our gratitude towards all my esteemed speakers, where all the speakers which were from the academia as well as from the industry. And I'm sure this will, this will narrow the gap between the academia industry interaction, and we will soon have a nice collaboration a nice collaboration towards with the industry persons to give a fruitful and a better practical results. I also thank all the participants for actively and honestly participating in this FDP, and a special thanks to those who provided us the feedback. And yes, one of the ma'am pointed out that we need to have some practical sessions also, but as Dr. Sidra pointed out that we initially planned to have some sessions also, but then because of this COVID situations, we couldn't do it, and it was not possible to actually incorporate those sessions. But nevertheless, maybe in the near future, we will try to organize another FDP on a more practical knowledge based thing. But I'm sure our resource persons, especially Mr. Bari and from the Adani group, and the resource person from the Jindal Steels, they have shared a lot many case studies which would have helped a lot to you. And I feel that and I hope also that this FDP has benefited you, and you would have gained, if not much, then at least somewhat from this FDP. And at last, I would like to thank all those who are present here. And also a special thanks to my technical team, Mr. Zakir Hashmi and Mr. Farid, which helped at the back end. And without them, it wasn't possible for us to keep all the sessions on time, and to be able to organize this FDP seamlessly. So thank you all for your participations, for your presence. A small announcement is there. If you could, all the participants, if you could please switch on your cameras. Actually, we want to have a group photograph. So I request you all to kindly switch on your cameras. All the participants, I request you to kindly switch on your camera so that we can have a photo session. Ji. Also, there is another announcement that all the participants need to give the feedback on the ATAL portal. Okay, then only you will be able to receive the certificates. And the certificates will, you can download the certificates from the ATAL portal itself after filling the feedback. And please wait for at least 24 hours after filling the feedback, then only you will be able to download the certificates.
Sure.
Okay, another announcement is that we are very glad to announce that our department, that is the Department of Mechanical Engineering, is going to organize a workshop, a 1-week workshop on application of ANSYS to engineering problems from 17th to 21st January 2022. Okay, so all the interested participants, I'll share you the details of this FDP. If you want, you can join this FDP. Another FDP is planned by our department on the topic deep learning for early detection and prediction of brain disorders. This is basically a webinar on 24th of January. Again, I'll share the details with you. If you are interested, you are most welcome to join. And lastly, another 1-week short-term program is planned by our department on electric vehicle technology for sustainable mobility from 1st to 5th Feb 2022. So I'll be sharing all the details with you participants, dear participants. You are most welcome and encouraged to join if you feel like that it will be beneficial for you. Now, since most of the participants has already joined, I request Mr. Zakir to take a snap of our participants.
Sure, sir.
Thank you.
Thank you, sir. I have captured all the gentlemen pictures.
Okay, thank you, Mr. Zakir. And thank you once again, all the participants, all the dignitaries, and all the resource person for taking out time and joining our valedictory session. Thank you. Please don't forget to fill the feedback on ATAL portal.
Sure. Thank you, Atif.
And one more thing, that we will be sharing the attendance on this chat itself. Kindly fill the attendance for today.
Sure.
कहाँ आया